Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about 7 budgeting mistakes. Let's get started. I wanted to be upfront and let you guys know some of the mistakes that I've made. And the good news is this. Even though I've made some mistakes, even when I first started this channel, I get better and better at budgeting and I become more and more frugal. I can't change the past. All I can do is do better for my future. So I'm going to start with number 1, which is something you guys have asked me about, and I'm going to be doing a video on this coming up. Actually, Living on a Dime did a video on this too. It's about retirement. Number 1, I have not made retirement a priority. And yes, we do have some investments, but I haven't made investing a major priority. That would be one mistake. Number 2, not tracking or reallocating my budget enough. Yes, I'm doing better at that now, but I wasn't doing that before. And an example of, tracking, sometimes you can track every penny, but if you don't want to do that, that means looking at your past month to see what you've spent and comparing month to month. That's one part of it. And comparing groceries, all of your bills. Another part is, hey, is there anything we can tweak? Can we improve? Can we save money in these areas? Asking myself those questions, because I can tell you if we ask ourselves those questions, I think many of us could make some improvements month by month. Maybe not a lot. Maybe some of you guys already have it down to bare bones, but you don't know unless you ask yourself. Number 3, feeling obligated. Now, I have friends of all different income levels, and I have for many years, and sometimes things change with those friends. But so you might have one friend that makes $20,000, another makes $40,000, another makes $60,000. And maybe the one that makes $60,000 may want to go out to eat at a really nice steak restaurant. Maybe the friend that makes $20,000 is like, you know what, I can do that, but I really have to save for that. Everyone's in a different place, but I've done things out of obligation. And that is something, for example, bought things from a friend. Maybe they're in a network marketing company. I went on auto ship to buy products out of obligation. That to me was a mistake. Number 4, and this is a big one, I am doing it now, not making savings a priority. Yes, I saved, but what I would do is pay my bills and see what I have left over. Now I'm automating my savings, so a certain amount of money is going in there. Well, if I don't have money for something, I better figure out a way to get it or cut back on something, because especially with what's gone on in the world, I'm finding that I am really having to make sure that I have a certain amount of money going into savings each month, because my goal right now is to save $20,000. Number 5, living above my means. Not maybe major amounts, and I've never really had much debt, which is good news, and I never really had much credit card debt. But if I'm not saving at least 10% of my income in a regular savings, and I'm not talking sinking funds and I'm not talking investments, I'm talking just regular savings, so that if something huge comes up, so you don't want to go in debt, or a loss of job, you've got something to fall back on. I was living above my means, and for example, I would spend too much at the holidays, and I would do for a lot of people, not that that's not wonderful, but I basically didn't go without. If I wanted new furniture, I would get new furniture and do it on a 6 months no interest. If I wanted clothes, I would get clothes. If I wanted to do something, I would do it. And especially I would spend a lot on health and wellness products, all that kind of stuff. And I thought, well, as long as I have money to pay my bills and have a little bit for savings, but I could have been saving so much more, not spending all of that money on holidays, and put myself on a little more stringent budget. Number 6, this is a huge one. Weight gain up and down, up and down. Number 1, it's bad for your health. And number 2, your clothing. I mean, that is really bad for your budget, going up and down in your weight. And I've spent a lot of money on clothing. Plus, even if I decided to be larger, if I were, say, for example, I've been a size 24, 26 before. Right now I'm about a 16. Let's say I was a size 24. You spend more money many times on larger sizes. And then you go back down, and then you have like several different wardrobes. So it was costing me quite a bit of money. Last but not least, not increasing my job skills and becoming complacent doing the same thing, and not preparing to learn new skills in case, my job changes. because that's the thing, is you might have certain job skills, but maybe that industry is going away or there's less of it. For example, people used to have tons of newspapers, the travel industry, things like that change over time. And so we want to keep up on that so we learn new job skills. Here's some of the mistakes I've made. I'm working on correcting many of these now, which is really positive. And I'd also want to know if you want to share any of the financial or budgeting mistakes you've made and how you're doing with it now. Feel free if you feel comfortable sharing. Before signing off, doing a quick shout out. I've known this guy, Dennis, for a long time. I really respect him. TruFinancials. He's had a YouTube channel 3 years now. He's doing fantastic. And the reason I'm sending you over to him is because he is extremely knowledgeable about investing. And he informs you really well. I find his videos very informative, and I find them interesting to listen to. If you decide to go over and check him out, let him know Money Mom sent you. That's all for now. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.